Galaxy Watch Ultra has a squarish or squircle body as compared to the circular Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. What makes Galaxy Watch Ultra even more unique is its orange accent color and that unavoidable orange button, which has several useful functions apart from just being the activity starting button. I will come to its functionality later on in the video, so stay tuned. Galaxy Watch Ultra's frame is made up of titanium, which is more durable and supposed to protect it better than the stainless steel on the Classic. The build quality on Ultra is immaculate. Not only is it luxurious to touch, and the matte finish on the bezel, sides and edges feel rich. The Classic, on the other hand, is also not too far behind in looks. It has a bit more shiny finish to it and looks more traditional. The way I can describe it is Galaxy Watch Ultra is supposed to be worn at all times, whether you are outside doing some adventure, trekking, trailing, working out, or you can even wear it if you're going to events. Just swap that band with something more traditional and you're good to go. Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, on the other hand, is more suited towards professional environment or social events. Before I proceed any further, I have a request to make. A lot of you watching are not subscribed to the channel. I will really appreciate it if you can subscribe and also hit that like button while you're at it. It will really help get the channel some visibility. Thank you. Now back to the video. Enough of the looks. Let's talk about the elephant in the room now. The lack of the mechanical rotating bezel on the Watch Ultra. I was also among those crying on the lack of the physical bezel on the Ultra, but trust me, the digital bezel is just mind-blowing. Not only is it accurate, but it is much faster than the mechanical bezel. Yes, the satisfaction of an actual mechanical bezel is missing out, but functionality is there. Also, I found myself using the touch bezel on Ultra much more oftenly than the mechanical bezel on the Classic. This is not to say that I wouldn't have appreciated a mechanical bezel on Ultra, which they could have done with the bezel that is there on the Ultra. But to achieve the 100-meter depth water resistance, they had to let it go. Then there is the new bands and their luck system. It's a proprietary mechanism now. So say goodbye to all your previous bands you have bought for previous Galaxy watches. You need to get new ones for Ultra. Truth be told, it's much easier and hassle-free to change bands now. And I find myself switching bands much more oftenly with Ultra than I used to do with 6 Classic. Also, the new bands for Ultra are great. They are very high quality, and I got the trail band for free with the pre-order, which I much appreciate because otherwise I wouldn't have bought one. Even though Watch Ultra looks bigger than the Classic, it actually has a slightly smaller display at 1.47 inches as compared to the 1.5 inches on the 47mm version of the Classic. But the Classic takes the cake here because it also comes in 43mm version with 1.3-inch display and in LTE and Bluetooth configurations. In the Ultra land, you're only stuck with the LTE configuration. The display quality on both is the same. It's Super AMOLED display with the resolution of 480 by 480 protected by sapphire crystal. However, the display brightness goes up to 3000 nits on the Ultra as compared to the 2000 nits on the Classic. This has some real life implications though, in that the display on Ultra gets really bright under direct sunlight and have no issues with visibility whatsoever. Not that the Classic's display is a loser in any way, but the Ultra is just better and more suitable for people looking to use it in more adventurous situations. Powering the whole thing on Watch Ultra is a 590 mAh battery as compared to the 425 mAh battery on the 47mm Watch Classic, which I have here. Now on paper, this is supposed to give 3 to 4 days of battery life with Galaxy Watch Ultra, but I have hardly been getting 2.5 days. Just a day ago, I got the new battery update on the Watch Ultra, so I am really hoping that this will improve things. Classic, with its much smaller battery pack, has also been giving me 2 days in the past 1 year that I've been using it. Watch Ultra also features the latest bioactive sensor from Samsung, which is supposed to have less LEDs and more accuracy, and new optimum positioning of these diodes for maximum output. And you will also notice a much cleaner look and a slightly bulging sensor at the back of the Watch Ultra as compared to the Classic where the sensor is more flat. This has also resulted in Watch Ultra losing the reverse wireless charging capability on Samsung phones, a feature much treasured by Samsung users because they didn't have to carry a separate charger for the watch whenever they were traveling or otherwise, because they could just charge the watch off the phone's back. That's a bummer for Ultra users, but Classic users can still enjoy this feature. Oh, and wait, let's not forget that Ultra has double the storage with 32 gigs as compared to the 16 gigs on Classic. Moving on, let's talk about the actual real, more quantifiable update on Galaxy Watch Ultra, which is the new pentacore 3nm W1000 Exynos processor. A few days ago, I posted a speed test video between Watch 6 Classic and Watch Ultra. Go watch it if you haven't. You will be blown away by the performance bump the Ultra has gotten with this processor. For me, this alone is enough to upgrade. Using side by side, Classic feels sluggish and latency latency between touch and action is evident, whereas Ultra appears to be like a flying horse. Whether it's changing watch faces, app switching, or installing apps, it's blazing fast. This results in a more enjoyable experience when using the watch overall and doesn't feel like you are using an accessory to a phone. It has become a whole complete device in its own, and a worthy replacement for a phone with LTE on board. More storage allows for more apps, music, and even audiobooks to be downloaded on the watch. 6 Classic, on the other hand, is running the dual-core 5nm W930 Exynos processor, which up until the release of Watch Ultra seemed pretty fast. Classic still hasn't gotten the One UI 6 update, and so it remains to be seen if Samsung can give some performance boost to it as well via the software update. I really hope that it does, because Classic is a dying breed with the mechanical bezel in Galaxy Watch lineup, and it will be relevant for 2 more years with software updates. Apparently, the One UI 6 running on top of Wear OS 5 on Galaxy Watch Ultra isn't much different from the One UI 5 and Wear OS 4 on 6 Classic. Dig a little deeper and you will find plenty of differences. From new and snappier animations to new tiles, improved apps, and watch faces, there is a lot going on here. But some of my favorite new features is the new Ultra Infoboard watch face, which is the Ultra version of the Infoboard watch face available on 6 Classic. It's rich in information and looks fantastic. Then there is the new ongoing activities panel, which pops up when you tap on the ongoing icons, and it shows all the activities running on the watch in the background. The new weather app now resembles closely to the Samsung weather app for its phones, complete with weather alerts and new widgets. We also get a proper Samsung Find app that shows you the location of all of your Galaxy devices, as compared to the Find My Phone app on Watch 6 Classic, which only lets you find your phone. And last but not least, there is a new double pinch gesture that lets you control several features of the watch, like answering calls, dismissing alerts, and controlling the music, among other things. And the cherry on top is that an animation of this gesture appears wherever it can be used to control the watch functions, which is just another example of how far One UI has evolved when it comes to the user experience. And then there are new health features powered by the action button and Galaxy AI on Watch Ultra. In settings, there is a whole new menu dedicated to it. It lets you configure what can be done with the action button. It conveniently lets you launch workout activities, or you can choose to turn on flashlight, waterlock mode, or stopwatch. There is also a new siren feature, which can be activated by long pressing the action button for 5 seconds. The watch emits this sound at 86 decibels, which can be heard up to 180 meters far. Apart from this, the action button can also be used to pause, restart, and end the workout activities. Since there is no action button on the 6 Classic, the related functionality is also missing. Galaxy AI has made its way into Galaxy Watch Ultra as well. And the first example we've seen is the new Energy Score feature, which looks at your sleep, your heart rate, and activity and analyzes it through AI to give you a score called Energy Score. And if you care to open it on the Samsung Health app on your phone, you can see a lot more detailed analysis of all of these categories. It then also gives you recommendations on how to improve your energy score. Another new health feature is the AGE index, which is short for Advanced Glycation End Products. In Samsung's own words, this index can give you a sense of your metabolic age, which is strongly influenced by your diet and lifestyle. There is also a new workout multi-sport activity, which lets you combine 3 activities at a time that you can do one after the other, and you can also customize each of them separately. Custom GPX routes have also made a comeback since first appearing on Watch 5 Pro. These custom maps can come in handy if you like to go on trails and hikes. You can have these maps loaded into the watch and then just follow along to stay on the correct path. This also reminds me that there is a new dual band GPS included in Watch Ultra for accurate positioning. For now, all of these are missing on 6 Classic, but eventually features not dependent on hardware like energy score and multi-sport activity might make their way to it. So that's about it from this video, guys. Let me know what are your thoughts on this comparison between Watch 6 Classic and Watch Ultra, or if you want to add something to it. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.